So the project I thought I was racing to Venice to get to got canceled last night, but I had already bought my bus tickets. I'm headed to Rijeka. I booked an apartment in somewhere on the coast. So I've got to get to the bus station. It's about 6:30 in the morning as usual. I didn't sleep at all last night because yesterday I was like, hey, I'm so busy and I just want to take a day to relax. And then I got home and I worked for like 10 hours until 2 in the morning. So yeah, at 6:30, got to get to the bus by 7. Let's go. Yesterday I talked about a habit that I have of just working all the time because I'm used to not having money and needing to work to survive. One of my other habits is saving money in ridiculous ways. I walked from Old Town to the bus station, which is right there, and it's like a $4 taxi or a 25-minute walk dragging all my luggage. So it's just ridiculous and it's super silly. I could totally have taken that taxi and I should have taken that taxi, but my old mentality of saving money and budgeting is still so strong because of those years that I was struggling financially. My bus leaves in 5 minutes, so I better get over there. Thank you. I made it to Rijeka after a pretty calm drive, and now I've got like an hour to kill until my bus to Rovinj. But I got an hour and there's like this church right across from the bus stop. So let's drag all the luggage up there and check it out. So I want to show you guys something here quick. I've got a 500 euro note, 500 euros. And I'm not showing you guys that to brag, to show off or anything like that. I'm showing you that because the other day when I got that 500 euro note, it struck me that 7 years ago when I left to travel, that's all I had in my bank account. That was it. The point is, when I left home with $500 in my bank account, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know I was gonna become a travel writer or a travel photographer. All I knew is that I wanted to travel and I wanted to take the risk. And having only $500 in my bank account, one, made me a really hard worker, and two, it made me a really frugal person when it comes to travel. So that's still why I tend to cheap out on accommodation. It's why I tend to still walk to the bus station when I could just pay $4 for a taxi, because that stuff is ingrained in my mind. Now, again, I don't want to say this to brag. I still don't have a lot of money in my bank account. It's still just slightly more than what I just showed you in my bank account itself. But what I wanted to do this for was to inspire you, because I always get these messages. I always get emails and Facebook messages and messages on Instagram saying, I wish I could do what you do. Well, you can. When I left home 7 years ago, I'd never shot a DSLR camera before. I'd never earned money as a travel writer before. I'd never done any of that. I had no idea how to do it. All you need to do what I do, all you need to get to where I am is hard work, a little bit of courage, and a lot of belief in yourself that you can do it. If you have those three things, I don't care where you're starting from, you can do it if it's what you really want. So get out there and chase your dreams. It's worth it, believe me. Look at where I am. This is my daily life, and that's just an awesome thing. And I wish everybody could do what I'm doing, and I believe that they can, and I believe that you can. So if this is what you want, go out and chase that dream. So I made it to Rovinj, and I'm in a pink room again. I don't know why, I'm always in pink rooms. But one of my favorite things about Croatia is you don't really stay in hotels. Unless you want to spend a lot of money, you stay in like apartments or guest houses and things like that quite often. So this is an apartment from a nice family. You get a room, you get a little tiny bathroom, kitchen, but then this place even has a terrace out here. So I've got my own terrace as well, which is cool. And I'm spending about 30 30 euros a night, and I'm 400 meters or 200 meters or something like that from the main square. So those of you who follow the channel a lot know that I don't usually stay places that long. So I feel really lucky to have a full week here in Rovinj. It looks really cool. So I just got here. And usually what I do when I first arrive somewhere is not worry about actually shooting photos, but just wandering around without a map and kind of getting lost a little bit. So I got my camera just in case something spectacular happens. I bring it everywhere with me, but I'm just gonna wander around and see what this place is all about. It looks really cool from first impression. So my first impressions walking around town are this. It feels like a mix between Croatia and Italy rather than just straight up the Croatia I know. In fact, it probably even feels a little bit closer to Italy than the Croatia I know, but absolutely cool. It's also definitely a tourist town. Basically every single shop is built for tourists, souvenir shops, and basically everybody I see is a tourist. So heavy tourist town here in Rovinj, but absolutely stunning. So after spending the entire afternoon exploring here in Rovinj, I've come to a location that I'll come back to later. This is the iconic, the classic location to shoot Rovinj from, the old town of Rovinj. And it's not going to be the right light today. It's not a sunset shot, I don't think. It's a sunrise shot. But it is absolutely beautiful, and I think it's going to make for a great photo once I do shoot this place. As you guys know, I like exploring a destination on the first day I get there rather than worrying about shooting or work. So I'll definitely come back here. I've gathered my first impressions of Rovinj, and I absolutely love it. It's very touristy. Yes, it's very touristy, but I really do like it. And I'm really looking forward to spending an entire week here. And I'm looking forward to photographing this place because I think it's very photogenic and I'm gonna have some fun here. So I will see you guys on the next episode from here on Rovinj, and I'll catch you there. Peace. So I got my beer down and it was delicious. And now I wonder if I can find some ice cream. And I think I found some ice cream.